Children, what do you observe when you look at the sky at night? We observe the various shining stars, moon. What we see during the day by looking at the sky? Definitely, we see sun. Children, all matter, stars, planets, satellites, all other celestial body are the part of our universe. Where did the universe come from? How far it stretched? Did it ever have a beginning? Will it ever have an end? We have ever many questions in our mind. So evidences now suggest that 13.7 billion years ago the universe was indeed born. The most accepted theory of the origin of the universe, according to the Big Bang theory, all of the matter that existed at the beginning of the time was concentrated in an infinity, means without end. Small hot dense mass called singularity. About 13.7 billion years ago, the singularity suddenly expanded and all the matter was carried away from this point. About uses of a second after the Big Bang, matter has cooled down to about 10,000 million degrees, cool enough to form protons, neutrons and electrons, the building blocks of atoms. For the next 300,000 years ago, the universe continued to expand and cool until the first atom of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, finally formed about 1000 million years after the Big Bang. The gravitational attraction between particles called the nation of matter in large familiar formation such as stars, gas, clouds, galaxies and later planets and solar system. So children, next topic is our galaxies. Galaxy is a cluster of stars and clouds of dust and gases. They consist various celestial bodies. The solar system with our stars is called celestial bodies. So look at the beautiful bright band of stars is called the Milky Way. Sun is also a star. There are billions of other stars in our universe. Our sun is a part of the Milky Way galaxy. But what is a galaxy? Galaxy is a very large group of stars, planet dust and gases. It consists of billions of stars. These are billion of there are billion of galaxies in our universe. These galaxies fall into three main types based on their shape. One is spiral galaxies, two elliptical galaxies. So our neighbor galaxy is a Andromeda, which is a spiral galaxy. So Milky Way is known as the this is in Hindu, according to Hindu religion, it is the Akash Ganga. Why it is called Akash Ganga? In ancient time, it was imagined as a river of lights floating in the sky. So people were thinking that galaxy is like a river which is flowing in the sky. River is a Ganga and the sky is Akash. So as the name is Akash Ganga also in Hindi. So children, here according to this diagram, Earth is a part of the solar system and solar system is the part of Milky Way and Milky Way is the part of universe. So children, next topic is stars. The stars are the see children, we are very much familiar with stars from our childhood with the rhyme Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Stars are huge celestial bodies made mostly of hydrogen and helium that produce light and heat from the churning nuclear force inside their cores. So the nearest star to the earth is the sun. Most of the stars you see in the sky at night are bigger and brighter than the sun. Why does the sun appear so large compared to the other stars? For example, a football placed near to you or a football placed at a distance of 100 meters. The stars are millions of times farthest away than the sun. Therefore, stars appear to us like points. The sun is nearly 150 million kilometers away from the earth. The next nearest star is Proxima Centauri. It is, see, about the distance is 40,000. See, there are the many zeros behind this kilometer from the earth. Even can we read this distance in kilometers? Conveniently, not at all. So some stars are even farther away. Such large distances are expressed in another unit known as the light year. So it is, what is a light year? It is a distance traveled by light in 1 year. Remember that the speed of the light is about 3 lakh kilometers per second. Thus the distance of the sun from the earth may be said to be about 8 light minutes. So the distance of Alpha Centauri is about 4.3 light year. Stars are present in the sky during the daytime also. They are not visible then because the brightest sun. Stars twinkle because of the movement of the earth atmosphere. Stars are having their own light, and moon planets, they don't have their own light. So we will understand with an example. See, this object is shining brightly because torch is giving its light to this object. As soon as the torch is turned off, you cannot see that object. So with the torch light you can see that object, means that object is getting light from this torch. So stars have their own light because its light we can see the object in the sky. So how does it so? It contains so many gases. As gases burn, it generates light. As the gases burn completely after so many years, as the gas is exhausted, it becomes black hole. So the stars are also having the life cycle. So constellations. Some stars together make recognizable pattern. Pattern is called the constellation. Each constellation has a different pattern. Stars form some images. See children, I will explain you with one example. Just see, have you ever looked up at the clouds during the day? Thought about what they look like a day. Sometimes a shark, a bear, lion, even a bear. Well, people do some with this, all with the stars. They have done so for the 1,000 years ago. So on a nice clear day, children, so how there are so many stars in the sky makes some pattern. A long time people have seen the pictures among certain groups of stars just like connected dots. These groups of stars are called constellation. So you can easily identify some constellations. In the night sky you should know what particular constellations looks like, where to for it in the night. So here children, where to look for it in the night time? One of the most famous constellation which we can see like Ursa Major. It is also known as the Big Dipper or the Greater Bear or the Saptarishi. Saptarishi has been associated with 7 well-known ancient Indian sages or rishis. So another is a Orion Hunter. You should look for the another famous constellation, that is the Orion. Orion is also called the Hunter. So the 3 middle stars represent the belt of the Hunter. The 4 bright stars appear to be arranged in the form of quadrilateral. And another is the Scorpion. We learn about solar system. The word sol means sun and the system refers to its family. In other words, the solar system is the name given to the sun and the group of heavenly bodies that revolves around it. The 8 planets and their satellite, moon, Mercury, comets, asteroids, all these are the celestial body and including satellite. Next we will talk about sun. Sun is the nearest star from us. It is continuously emitting huge amount of heat and light. The sun is the source of energy on the earth. It is the main source of heat and light for all the planets. The sun is the center of the solar system. Its gravity is pulling force that this all binds the solar system. It is a huge ball of extremely hot gases. It has a surface temperature over 6000 Celsius. The distance between the sun and the earth is approximately 150 million kilometers, which is why we don't feel the tremendous heat produced it. So children, we should know about the celestial body. Objects like moon, sun, stars, planets, asteroids, comets, satellites in the sky are called celestial body. So children, next we will talk about our planets. So what is the difference between the planets and satellite? Planets revolve around the sun, and satellites these revolves around the planets. So children, the sun is the center of the solar system, and its gravity is pulling force that binds the solar system. The name planet derived from a Greek word meaning wanderer. Planets are solid heavenly bodies which revolves around the sun. Planets are made up of rocks, metal, and different gases. The planets do not have their own light but reflects the light from sun. Planets are much nearer than stars. Planets move around the sun from west to east and keep changing its direction because of revolving around the sun. The planets are very small when compared to the sun or other stars. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are the 8 planets that revolve around the sun in fixed path called orbit. So children, first we will talk about Mercury. The planet nearest the sun is Mercury. Along with the Indian name, it's Buddha. It is very smallest planet of our solar system. Mercury is very close to the sun. It's very difficult to observe it. It is hidden in the light or the glare of the sun. It can be observed just before sunrise or just after sunset. Mercury has no satellite on its own. Mercury has a rocky surface and mountains. The second planet is Venus. Venus is Earth's nearest planetary neighbor, and it is brightest planet in the sky and next planet nearest to the sun. Earth and Jupiter both are nearly the same size. Venus appears in the eastern sky before sunrise and in the western sky just after the sunset. Venus has no moon or satellite its own. So rotation of the Venus on its axis is somewhat unusual. It rotates from east to west, while the Earth rotates and the other planets rotate from west to east. So Venus, the sun would be rise in the west and sets in the east. The next planet is our Earth. The Earth is the third planet from the sun. When viewed from the other space, the Earth appears blue and green due to the reflection of the light from water and land and its surface. The Earth is the only planet in our solar system which has sufficient composition of gases, oxygen gas we need in order to live. It is also the only planet to have large quantities of water, which is necessity of life, which makes the Earth unique planet. Earth has an ozone layer which protects us from the harmful sun rays. The Earth rotates about an imaginary axis. The day and night on the Earth occur due to this rotation. The Earth completes its journey around the Sun in 365 1/4 days, which we call a year. The changing season on the Earth takes place due to the tilting on its axis. So next planet is, children, our Mars. So Mars is the next planet. Our fourth planet, it appeared slightly reddish. So, being it's only the larger than Mercury and it's a densely rocky composition. It is also called the red planet. Mars has two small natural satellites. Mars and Earth have approximately the same land mass. Mars planet have tallest mountains. Mars has the seasons, polar ice caps, volcanoes, even weather. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO launched Indian first Mars orbit mission Mangalyaan on November 5th, 2013. So it was successfully placed into an orbit of Mars on September 24, 2014. With this, India became the first country in the world to do so, its first attempt. So Mars has 2 moons. So next planet is children our fifth planet, Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and biggest planet in the solar system. This planet is made up of mainly hydrogen and helium. It is very bright object in the sky. Jupiter has the thin rings around it. Atmosphere of the Jupiter consists hydrogen, helium, methane and ammonium gases. It's a very cold planet. Its surface temperature is minus. So children, Jupiter has 69 moons. Our next planet is Saturn. It is the sixth planet from the Sun. Saturn is the second biggest planet of the solar system. Saturn is also made up of hydrogen and helium. It is surrounded by hundreds of narrow rings that are the spine rings around the Saturn. Makes it unique in the solar system. So rings are lots of small ice, rock particles, dust revolving around in the round shape of the Saturn. So next planet is Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. Uranus is the third biggest planet of the solar system. It is also made up of mainly hydrogen and helium and some rings around it. Venus and Uranus again rotates from the east to west. So Uranus is horizontally moving, tilting. So it looks like that rolling on the orbit. Neptune lies just beyond the Uranus, counting outward from the Sun. It is the same size of Uranus. Neptune also has some rings around. So children, here the first 4 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are much nearer to the Sun than the other 4th planet. They are called the inner planets. Inner planets have very few moons and rocky surface. The planets outside the orbit or that of Mars, namely Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, are much farther than the inner planet. They are called the outer planet. So the outer planets have the large number of moons and its surface and its composition is with the gases. In this chart, you can compare the number of moons, time of revolution and the time of rotation to the other planets. So here Earth is having only one moon and the time of revolution 365 1/4 days and time of rotation 1 day. As compared to the Earth, you see Mercury is having no moon and its time of revolution is 88 days. Means it compared to Earth, it moves very fast. So time of rotation 59 days. As compared to Earth, it takes 1 day for one rotation. So here Mercury, it's taking 59 days for one rotation. So as Venus is having no moon. So time of revolution of the Venus 225 days. Means bit faster than the Earth. Time of rotation 243 days. So as you see Mars is having 2 moons and the time of revolution 687 days. Time of rotation 1 day. Jupiter 67 moons Time of revolution 11.8 years, and the time of rotation 9 hours 59 minutes. So Saturn 62 moons, time of revolution 29.4 years, and time of rotation 10 hours 40 minutes. Uranus, number of moons 27, time of revolution 84 years, and the time of rotation 17 hours 14 minutes. Neptune, number of moons are 14, time of revolution 165 years, and the time of rotation 16 hours 11 minutes. Children, we have been learnt about 8 planets. Pluto is the 9th planet of our solar system, was recategorized as a dwarf planet in 2006 because planet Pluto is the farthest from the sun as well as from the earth. So being farthest from the sun, Pluto is the coldest planet of the solar system. So children, other than the planet stars, we have many more other celestial bodies in the solar system. So like asteroids, meteors, comets, satellites and moon. First we will talk about asteroids. So what are asteroids? These are the rocky pieces separated from planets. Huge pieces of rocks. They are also similar to planet but smaller than planets are called asteroids. Asteroids are very small planets of rocks and metal which revolves around the sun between the orbit of Mars planet and Jupiter planet. Asteroids are of different sizes. Smallest asteroid is as small as a pebble, whereas the biggest asteroids are called Ceres, has a diameter of 800 kilometers. So next children, we will learn about meteors. So what are the meteors? We often see the bright streaks of light flashing through the night sky for a few seconds. So we call these shooting stars. Actually, they are dislodged pieces of rocks mainly from the asteroid belt which enter the Earth's atmosphere at a great speed. Because of friction with the atmosphere, most of these pieces of rocks called meteors burn out completely. However, some large pieces do not burn fully and fall on the earth, forming craters. So these chunks that falls on the earth are called meteorites. The largest crater made by meteorite is the state of Arizona in USA. It measures 1200 meters across and 1 centimeter deep. So next is children, comets. So what are comets? Comets are the snowballs of frozen gases, rock and dust. So when it comes closest to the sun, then it heats up. Okay, then it spread the dust and gases into a very large size. So glowing head larger than the most planets, children. So how does it produce big tail, children? See, when these comets come close to the sun, then with the heat of the sun, they produce some with the heat of the sun they burn and produce some gases, so they flow away. So then they create this long tail. Children, these all comets are the balls of dust, ice particles, frozen gases that revolve around the sun. When they come near to our sun, they vaporize and form a long tail which could extend to over millions of kilometers. So these visitors are a spectacle for us as they becomes visible to us due to the reflected rays of sun. The most famous comet of the Halley's Comet, so which appear after every 76 years. It will appear next in year of 2062. Now we will learn about satellite. See here children, moon is moving around the earth, and like Jupiter is having so many moons and moving around the Jupiter. So these objects moving around the planets are called satellites. Now see, so many planets revolving around the sun. So these planets move around the sun and satellites move around the planets. Satellites are the objects which revolve around some celestial body. Moon is a natural satellite of the Earth. Earth has two types of satellites, natural satellite and artificial satellite. Natural satellites existing naturally, God gifted, like moon, and artificial satellites, these are the man made satellites which made by human beings. These are basically are heavy type of machines which left on space, and it also moves around the earth. So we have put lots of satellites around the earth. So why humans or the scientists made artificial satellite? What are their uses? So our scientists put lots of satellites around the earth. So they are used for the different purposes like weather forecasting. So many satellites, they are moving around the earth, and they check the above atmosphere. According to that, they do the weather forecasting. So like that, TV and radio signals, like dish TV communication, through this mass communication we interact with each other. So these satellites helps to communicate through the television, through the phone, and from one country to another country, from one place to another place. And the other one is the remote sensing, children. So that it gives us the information about the distance location. Remote sensing is the technique of collecting information about an object or a place from a distance location without coming in contact with the object or a place. So every country, they are having their own satellites. In our country, for our communication through TV, phone, we have our country satellites. Some Indian satellites are Aryabhatta, INSAT, Kalpana 1, IRS, or EDU set, etc. Aryabhatta was the first Indian satellite, children. So next we will learn about moon. So moon is the Earth's only natural satellite, children, here. So it's about 3,84,400 kilometers. 3,84,400 kilometers from the earth. Its diameter is 1/4 of the earth, and its gravity is 1/6 of the earth. The moon has no atmosphere and water, resulting in the absence of any form of life on it. Moon takes about 28 days to revolve around the earth, and the same time to rotate on its axis too. So this is the reason we always see the same side of the moon from the earth and never get see the other side. The surface of the moon is the full of craters, largely the dies to the bombardment or the meteorites. So on 21st July 1969, man reached moon for the first time. So Neil Armstrong and the Edwin Aldrin, these were the first people who reached the moon. So now children, here when you look at the sky, you will observe moon keep on changing its shape, and daily sometime it's a full moon, sometimes it's a half moon or crescent moon. So why it happens? Why moon keeps changing its shapes? So children, this I want to explain you with an example. So here, see children, this is an amusement ride. Suppose you are sitting in this. So as this ride will move, means it's revolving. See this yellow point. This is called the revolution. So if you are standing on this yellow point, if you see this point, pay attention, you can see only the front side. As it moves, you can see only the front side of this ride from that yellow point. As it is revolving, you can see only the one side of the trolley from any point. So why is it in the opposite side? You cannot see the opposite side of this trolley. So see here children, you can see only this orange side of the moon from the earth. So here you can see the you cannot see the other part of the moon. So like this example, so we are able to see only the one half of the moon, and the other half of the moon is hidden from the earth. So here children, the moon keeps on changing its shape because of its revolution around the earth. The different shapes of the moon are called phases of the moon. So let's see why it happened. The revolution of the moon around the earth makes the moon appear as if it is changing shape in the sky from the earth. We see the moon grows and shrinks. The moon shines by reflecting light by the sun. The path of the moon facing the sun is always lit up, and the path facing away from the sun is in the darkness. So we are able to see only the one half of the moon, and the other half of the moon is always hidden from the earth. So this is in another example. It's like a torch, a light on the one side of a football. So we can see from the earth that how much it is lit up by the sun, and that amount of this is the this amount of changing, we can see this changing shape we can see from the earth. So children, here now look carefully. Phases 1 is called the new moon. In this phase we cannot see any part of the moon. See here, we illuminated half of the moon is phasing. 2 is called the waxing crescent. So waxing means here moon is going from the smaller size to large size. Crescent means here that it is between the new moon and the half moon. Okay, so it is like a some slice from any biscuit. So phases 3 is called the first quarter. So in this phase the moon appears half. See this to use. Phase 4 is the waxing gibbous moon. So in this phase moon appears more than half. The moon shows the hump. So phase 5 is a full moon, beautiful moon. So phase 6 is a waning gibbous moon. The moon is waning, that is decreasing and going from full moon to quarter moon. Phase 7 is the last quarter moon, appears half. Okay, again it will change into the 8 phases. That would be a waning crescent moon. So this is the last phase before the next new moon. So now we know the phases of the moon.